Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Matt Bernier via Skype for Sunday's DRF.com Formulator Race of the Day. Race number 8 at Santa Anita. It's at 7 furlongs. It's for 3-year-old fillies. It offers 10 Kentucky Oaks qualifying points to the winner, and it's the Grade 2 Santa Ynez. Let's take a look at the field for the Santa Ynez, because there are some good horses in this race. I mean, you're getting some pretty big names in an early season prep, Matt.
For my money, the race of the weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. And I was probably the leader of the bunch, knocking the 2-year-old fillies, saying, not a very good group. And then Shane's Girlfriend popped up, and then Unique Bella popped up. And you name it, all of a sudden, there's 4 or 5 really nice ones just in Southern California alone. I think this is going to be a really, really fun race.
We are pre-scratches and program changes as we film this early Friday afternoon. But I want to remind everybody, head on over to the Race of the Day event page on DRF.com, download those free Formulator past performances, and handicap along with us. Down towards the rail is the one Resilient Humor Keeneland graduate ridden by Kent DeZormo. This one pulled off a big stunner at Los Al for Jesus Mendoza, 32-1, and got a solid fig, a 73.
I liked everything she did there, all things considered. She got bounced around a little bit out of the gate. She came with her sort of move from the middle of the pack, and she finished very, very well. I don't know how a daughter of Sassy Image went off at 32-1, and this is the first full by Sassy Image, but we know what she was capable of doing when she was right. She won the Humana Distaff back a handful of years ago. It's going to be interesting to see. There seems to be a fair amount of pace signed on in this race. We know that she doesn't need to have anywhere near the lead, honestly. If for some reason they really throw it down early, maybe it sets up for a filly like this.
Doug O'Neill has 3 entered in the Santa Ynez. The number 2 is Sandy's Surprise, 6th in the Starlet last time out, up close to the pace, faltered. Your daughter, Mopetism, the 3rd place finisher, came back to graduate with a 75 Beyer speed figure. She just seems a little bit slow on paper, Sandy's Surprise, but I do like her cutting back to 7, especially if she gets some pace.
Yeah, I was going to say, I agree with the turn back. I think that'll help her cause at the end of the day right now. I don't think she's capable of winning a race like this because it's going to be her 5th lifetime start. We haven't gone past the 72 as far as a fig is concerned. I think we could be looking at a mid-80 as far as a winning number is concerned here. I can't imagine she jumps up that much.
O'Neill has 3 entered. Jerry Hollendorfer has 2, including one of the major contenders in the number 3, Unique Bella, a beautifully bred daughter of Tappet. Big win last time out at Del Mar off a little bit of a layoff. She just exploded and toyed with the field, won by 10 lengths, got a figure of an 87, and is very dangerous right back.
Yeah, she certainly is. Hollendorfer, with maiden winners last out, going right into a graded stakes race. He's only won 3 times from 14 runners, I believe, but 2 of them happen to be pretty good. One was Songbird, one was Shared Belief. If this filly or the outside filly can sort of add to that, then maybe we're looking at a legitimate one. Unique Bella just looks the part, though. You look at the way that she goes about it. Don't hold the debut against her. She broke slow going 5.5, far too short. You get her back in a spot like this. Distance is only going to be her friend. 7 obviously works. She got it done at 6.5 most recently. She is on the short list of contenders.
Carrie is not on the short list of contenders.
Nope.
That's the number 4. Blinkers on, turf to dirt. You got a lot of angles at a big price. But as of right now, the only win came going 4.5 back in May.
Not to be rude, she's 1-9 to run last.
The 5 is Princess Karen, gate-to-wire winner for a good trainer in Jeff Bondi. This is his daughter of Stay Thirsty. And I like that she was able to graduate first out going 7. That's not an easy task for a 2-year-old first-time starter. And this filly got bet like she couldn't lose. And she ran a really nice race, beat a couple of these, and both of the horses that she beat and that are back in this race came back to win.
Yeah, I thought it was a very fine effort. I thought all things considered, like you say, debuting at 7/8, not an easy thing to do. She was bet like a good thing that day, down to 3-5. I don't know about you. Maybe I'm making way too much out of it. I didn't like how her ears were pinned back the entire way, almost like she was just kind of, I don't even know what you want to make of it, whether she was uncomfortable or she's just green or whatever it may have been. But then you also factor in she's been gone since the middle of October. That's a long, pretty significant layoff. She's catching some good ones. I think she has some quality, but this is a tough spot.
Going to get a price on the only Grade 1 winner in the field. That's the 6, Noted and Quoted, who rode a slow pace against questionable competition to win the Chandelier, the prep for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. She was 6-1 in a Juvenile Fillies that was not of the greatest quality, and she had a nice easy trip on the lead. At the end of the day, though, she's turning back in distance. We do have a Bob Baffert formulator fact for the 6, Noted and Quoted. Past 5 years, 3-year-olds route to sprint, 61 to 180 layoff on dirt, 4 for 13, positive ROI, but lots of favorites here. I'm not a big fan of Noted and Quoted, but maybe turning back in distance will work to her favor.
She spit the bit badly, didn't she, in the Juvenile Fillies? She just looked like she was out there loping along more or less, and she just completely folded down the lane. She's also been gone for a long time. You've got a giant gap in the workout tab between November, or the end of November anyway, and the end of December. Look, maybe the turn back in distance helps her out in a big way. She's going to need to find some way to get back to her best race. It's also worth noting, take out that Chandelier. She doesn't have any sort of real edge on anyone really in this field from a fig standpoint. She's going to need to run the race of her life.
The 7 Go On Mary ran last in the Starlet. Maybe she didn't appreciate Los Alamitos, but she was 35-1 in that race. She got a fig 2-back sprinting. Perhaps sprinting is what she wants all along. I have a lot of concerns about her class against these kind of horses. It's a very strong field she's facing.
Agreed. I just look at her and say I think she's overmatched against these fillies.
Shane's Girlfriend is an extremely exciting prospect for O'Neill. This is the number 8. She earned a 96 Beyer speed figure in winning the Grade 3 Delta Princess last time out. That outcome was never in doubt. It was probably the most impressive performance from a 2-year-old filly in 2016. Her sprint debut was also super in a very fast race. I like that she draws outside for Flavien Prat. Now, we'll see. Is she a need-the-lead type? I'm hoping not, because I don't know if she can make the lead in here.
I don't think she is. I kind of think that Delta Princess, she sat about a length off the pace early, and I understand she was on the lead for basically the final half of the race, but I think that was just simply because she was that much better than everyone else. I'm more concerned, and maybe I'm, again, making too much of a small thing, that gap in the workout tab in the middle of December right through the end, that concerns me a little bit, considering you've got a horse like Unique Bella in here, like the other Hollendorfer filly who we'll talk about in a minute. I think Shane's Girlfriend is a fantastic filly. I think she's right now, in my opinion, the best 2-year-old, well, now 3-year-old filly that we have in the country. There is also a part of me that wonders if this is just sort of, I don't want to say a means to an end, but a stepping stone to get ready, turn her back out to those 2-turn races. I love everything about her. I think she's super professional. I think she's got a ton of ability. I'm going to be interested to see how they bet this race, because her and Unique Bella, whichever one you prefer, you're going to get, I think, neither one of them is going to be below even money. Put it that way. You may be looking at 7 or 8 to 5 on each one of these fillies that could tower over these fillies.
And they both seem to have a lot of class. The 9, It 'Tis Well, competed over a very fast surface at Los Alamitos on December 18th. She went 6 furlongs in 109 flat, but the Moss pace figures really high on this horse, It 'Tis Well, as a potential speed if that's how they choose to ride her. She ran well in her debut at Santa Anita. She destroyed that field at Los Al. I'm not exactly sure what she was beating. It was also Los Al, but she's a little bit interesting. She sold for a lot of money, and she's not supposed to be a sprinter. She's by Arch out of a 'Tis Now mare.
I think there's something here. I like her. If I was really trying to get cute and say, I want to try and take a shot against the big favorites in here, it may be with her. That outside draw, I think, helps her. I don't know at this point really that she's a need-the-lead type, because you go back to that debut effort, she broke a little bit slow. She had the old rush-up job. She hit the front. She flattened out down the lane. Not going to hold that against her. There's something here. She's another filly similar to what we talked about with the boys on Saturday in the Sham. You look at the pedigree a little bit. I won't be surprised if ultimately she ends up on the turf, but I liked what she did at Los Al. And again, like you say, quirky racetrack, probably beat subpar competition, but I think there's something here for this filly.
Really exciting race for the 3-year-old filly division. It's only January the 8th. Where are you going in here?
I'm going to go with Shane's Girlfriend over Unique Bella. I'm not going to argue with anyone that says Unique Bella is the one that you want going forward, because she has the pedigree more so than Shane's Girlfriend does. But at the end of the day, I think you're looking at 2 of the best 3-year-old fillies that we have in North America right now. Hopefully they go out, put on a bit of a show. If you needed a bit of a flyer, though, I think the other Hollendorfer, It 'Tis Well, on the outside. I think she's interesting at a big number or a reasonable number, maybe to round out some exotics.
We look at it the same way. For me, it's Shane's Girlfriend over Unique Bella with the 9, It 'Tis Well third, the 5, Princess Karen, my 4th pick in the grade 2, Santa Ynez. If you're playing the Sunday Santa Anita card from home, DRF Bets is the way to go. If you sign up right now, you get $100 worth of free bets, a $100 sign-up bonus, another $25 free bet. Great deal. No doubt about it. drfbets.com/freebet is where you want to go for all the information. Approximate post time for this important Kentucky Oaks prep on Sunday at Santa Anita. Race number 8, 4 o'clock Pacific. Good luck.